Was it fun to hang around with Ric Flair, or was it hard to keep up with him?
No, it was hell yeah, it was fun to, but it was really hard work because he'd wrestle for 60 minutes, usually, those Broadways, which was tough. And I used to get frazzled when I said, when they give me the finish, hey, we're going 60 minutes, or they call it a Broadway, 60-minute Broadway. I said, fuck, 60 minutes. So then I kind of, I'm working the whole night. Then I said, well, I'll make it in my own mind 4 15-minute matches, and the time would go by quick like that. And I got used to it, and I was known as one of the better referees in the country. That's why they flew me to Japan to do the Fujinami Ric Flair match, 65,000 people, and cover the Japanese magazine. It was pretty cool. It was great hanging around Ric Flair. I really liked him and got along with him well. And he was the hardest working champion, the hardest working guy in the business. I mean, we had great champions, Harley Race and Dusty and Dory Funk and Terry and all those guys. But Ric Flair was the new millennium, the 1980s and more showbiz.
Were you worried about him when he did his last match? Because he had the couple of health scares, pacemaker, and all, and he was going to go one more time. Were you worried, or did you know he could do it?
We all go through the pacemakers. We all go through the health scares. Look what just happened to Jerry Lawler in the last couple of days. Look what just happened to Lenny Poffo. Did it, and young Jay Briscoe got killed in a car. We go through this stuff all the time, man. It's just life, and it's kind of scary sometimes, but I've been dealing with it pretty well. Luckily, I'm half-ass healthy. So far, so good. I haven't had any major problems, but it's coming sooner or later. We're all gonna slow down. And
I was a little concerned. I didn't watch his last match because I had known that he had the pacemaker. I had known he had some health issues. I didn't want to watch, a guy that I grew up kind of idolizing, possibly die in a ring. So I read about it and everything. I wanted to hear about it, but I myself didn't. I just didn't want to watch it. I don't know why. There's something about it I didn't want to.
Really fantastic reviews on that match either.
I think he got dehydrated and everything a few times because he'd been drinking the night before.
You can't get in there and go like he did. We expect to see Ric Flair do that Ray Stevens bump over the top turnbuckle, run down and do get press slam off the like this, like right here, like Brian Pillman press slamming him off the top rope and stuff like that. Used to seeing him like this, and him and Fujinami go and 5,000 people in Tokyo. We used to seeing that, and then you see him at 70-something years old trying to have a match. It just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. I'd rather see him signing autographs and answering questions and having doing all that kind of stuff. And I love Nature Boy. He's badass.